because now they face the best defensive front in the NFL. It won't be easy for them, Charles, to let that ground game do the heavy lifting like they usually do.
I think you're right about that, and I'll guarantee they have a backup plan in place. I also don't think they want to shy away from what they do best, which is running the football. Maybe their style changes a little bit. Maybe the blocking scheme's different, but they're definitely going to test them in the run game before they abandon it. Performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blow.
First play and a first pass for Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
From the 27, Murray. And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll get this back down as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over deep in the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalposts here. 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat. Again, a run with Conner. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pick.
Did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think that's a big first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progress, especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he stopped immediately there.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50. Right on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Murray from midfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
All the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the... Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and the Cards are going to have it here just past the 25.
Can't mount a few drives of their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
The turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Murray now running right on the option. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone. To the pass.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Murray a give. This is Connor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Brandon gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Murray to Moore for the Cardinal 1st. Connor up the middle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Murray giving to Connor on the option. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Looking middle, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Connor on the read option. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jimmy Garoppolo and the rest of his offense ready for their next possession. And he's been loose with the football early. Garoppolo now. Gets this one to use check. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yes, with a 1st and 10, deep in their own territory. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And complete to Zach Ertz.
They'll get down the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
An option handoff given to Connor. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep.
Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Make it 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one.
The catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And right side, they're going to go option here. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. And now look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does. But most of the time, the quarterback swings the ball away from his body. Forget to protect it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. This one swung out to Williams. And they're going to get this down near the 35.
And even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling him back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
And he'll get maybe a couple. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. Stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Prater's kick is good, and that will extend that free. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game.
They built this good size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Niners, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Now here's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers. And the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The drive will start with Connor, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he'll get this up past the 20. Murray going to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Cardinal first down. Murray.
Maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board. Those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Murray fighting, lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's... So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Now Murray.
Bartney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going to go. Well, let's see who's faster.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means...
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Not a counter too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
2nd down. Here's an option right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. It'll be a thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Murray now on 1st down. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 1st down. Hurts over the middle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards pass. Murray now on 1st down. Hurts over the middle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him.
12, it's 1st and 10. They run behind center with Connor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 out, it's a loss of 3. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than...
And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Remember, throughout my career, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield.
Keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Well, that'll help the old pass 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
But I like the way that you put extra in his repertoire.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Murray giving to Connor on the option. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right after
in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
On the handoff, Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8. Ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll be tackled on the other side
for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Well, I think the hope is you
kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now an option play on 2nd down, and the play goes nowhere. 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, Murray. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a state
quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If he continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame him?
They'll run here with Connor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Able to stand bounce, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, right.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Darrell Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals are about to make it 4 straight. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. As it comes, Nate. Here's Connor on the read option. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3.